Hello and welcome to what is something of a prologue to the next Lucosa Elite Dangerous video. The video itself is going to be slightly different. There's going to be a bit of roleplay, shall we say, seeing as we are now into the 30th anniversary celebrations for Elite, and there have been a few events, mostly military based, going on around Iranin, and as a result a lot of players, including myself, have started to show where their allegiances lie. And it seems that I am in a very small minority, but that will be covered in the video proper. What I'll do for this part is go through my usual stuff, which is my status to begin with. I'm back in an Anaconda, so my balance has gone down quite a bit, but I'm at 4.6 million, so I'm okay as far as credits go, although they should be a reasonable amount higher, as should my kills. Now my kills currently at 874, which is great, but they should be at least 961, and the reason they're not is because the stability of beta 1.06 is appalling, and frankly I think it's a bit of an insult it being made available in this state. Now it could also be the fact that I've been playing in private groups for a bit. I've got my own private group set up now, and I've played online with a couple of friends, Commander O'Hara, which you saw in the video previous to this one, and also spent a bit of time in the distress signal zone with Commander Layden, and they both, well, the one with Commander O'Hara I ended up giving up on because it was purely multiplayer, and you know I was lasting seconds out there, and that was in a Viper. That was what actually convinced me to change back to the Anaconda again. But then I went in there in the private group with Commander Layden, and everything was going fine until another crash to desktop. And Friday, Saturday and Sunday I had more crashes to desktop with version 1.06 on those 3 days than I had from versions 1.01 to 1.04 combined. It was that bad. Now it could be that it was purely because, as I say, I was playing online, whether it be you know, the out and out multiplayer, I can't remember the name of the mode now, or the private group, and the fact that the Anaconda is supposedly a really badly bugged ship. Prior to those days I hadn't come across many of the bugs, so it appears that when playing solo the bugs are either nowhere near as prevalent or they simply don't exist. But I did hear from a dev in reply to one of my tickets that the vast majority of bugs with the Anaconda, and we're talking like some 90%, are due to the ship having the point defense turret fitted. So he said to me, you know, get rid of that thing and it should help with the stability quite a bit. So I've done that. I don't have the point defense turret fitted. It does mean that I am a bit of a sitting duck when it comes to missiles. If anybody fires missiles at me, the only way I've got of possibly defending myself is being able to shoot them down, which, okay, I've certainly got the firepower to do it, and I've got a couple of gimbaled weapons to help with the aiming, but when it comes to the speed to turn around and get them in this ship, that's, let's just say, not very likely. So yes, the stability has been atrocious, and it has seriously dented my enthusiasm somewhat, although it has, my enthusiasm has come back a little bit, largely because of the 30th anniversary celebrations. Among the things that have been brought in, like events for that, there is the increased activity in the Iranian conflict zones, and that's it. That's in all of them. It's not just one or two. So that's gone up. There are also things such as if you sell your ship, you get 100% of the value back. So if I sold my Anaconda and bought something else, I would get the full value of my Anaconda back instead of only the part exchange rate, which is pretty handy. I have been tempted to try it out, but well, I'll only end up spending it again because it will eventually want the Anaconda back. The only time I really plan on changing this ship is in 6 days' time, when Beta 2 comes along, and then I'll have the ASP. So the other major thing is the price of the Cobra has been slashed by 50%, which no doubt means that in multiplayer games, just about everybody is probably going to be having flying around in a Cobra, especially as at the moment they're cheaper than a Viper, so that's not too bad. There's a new paint job available for the Cobra, which I wouldn't mind having because it's based on the wireframe look that the Cobra had from the original game. The trouble is it costs 10 quid, and whilst I do like the paint jobs, and I've got no problem buying them if they're like 2 or 3 quid, which up until now they always have been, but 10 quid for one paint job I think is extortionate, and I'm basically going to have like a load of money sitting around doing nothing before I can get it, and now I've only got 6 days left before it is withdrawn from sale, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in time. But with the increased military activity going on in Iran, a lot of players have now been revealing their allegiances, whether they are on the side of the Federation or if they are on the side of the Alliance of Independent Systems. Now obviously Iran in itself is part of the Alliance of Independent Systems. It's an independent communist state. Now, it being communist means that there is no doubt about it, I am a supporter of this system. I'm not just a Marxist in the game, I am a Marxist in real life. But as far as the game is concerned, my ultimate allegiances lay squarely with the Empire. I am most definitely considered myself part of the Imperial faction. I despise the Federation, and I believe that the Alliance of Independent Systems, a fair few of them do have the intention of joining the Empire, and I believe that that is ultimately what will be Iranian's fate. I think that once the civil war here is over, an Imperial fleet will come along, and it'll be a case of Iranian then applying to join the Imperial faction, and the Empire will not say no, because they will then have a significant foothold extremely deep into Federation territory, and not that far away from the seat of the Federation itself, which of course is Earth in the Sol system. So yes, it's all go in the Elite Dangerous celebrations at the moment. I just wish that the game was more stable, so I'm going to do a proper video in just a few moments. But this, as I say, is a sort of prologue to it, and the full video will include basically me role-playing with Commander Lukosa finally revealing his true allegiance, and his basically his entire purpose and what he's doing in this part of space. So with that in mind, I will stop this video here so I can finish the fag in peace, and then I shall get on with the other video proper. So for the moment, this is Commander Lucosa signing off.